The ocean has always hidden secrets beneath its endless waves. But there is one region in the Pacific Ocean that has terrified sailors, scientists, and explorers for centuries. Just south of Japan lies a stretch of water known as the Devil's Sea, a place many call the Dragon's Triangle. To some it is nothing more than rough ocean and volcanic activity, but to others it is one of the most mysterious places on Earth, a place where ships vanish, airplanes disappear, and strange lights appear in the sky without explanation. For centuries, Japanese fishermen whispered stories about this part of the ocean, warning others to stay away because something unnatural lived beneath the waves. According to old legends, the sea itself was alive, guarded by massive dragon-like creatures that could swallow ships whole and drag them into the depths. These stories were dismissed as superstition for many years, but in the 20th century something happened that made even scientists begin to question what was really happening in the strange region. The Devil's Sea lies roughly between Japan, the Bonin Islands, and the Mariana Islands, forming a triangle-shaped area in the Pacific Ocean. It is located not far from Tokyo, yet despite its proximity to one of the most advanced nations on Earth, the waters remain unpredictable and mysterious. Sailors have long reported strange phenomena here, including sudden whirlpools that appear without warning, compasses spinning wildly as if some invisible force is interfering with them, and thick fog that appears instantly and surrounds ships so completely that they cannot see even a few meters ahead. Some captains described seeing glowing lights beneath the water, moving as if something enormous was swimming below their vessels. Others reported hearing deep rumbling sounds from beneath the ocean floor, like distant thunder trapped underwater. During the early 1900s, several Japanese fishing boats disappeared in this region without sending any distress signals. When rescue teams searched the area, they found nothing. No wreckage, no survivors, not even floating debris. It was as if the ocean had simply erased them. At first, the disappearances were blamed on storms, but fishermen who had sailed those waters for decades insisted something far stranger was happening. One fisherman described how the sea suddenly became completely calm, unnaturally calm, before a violent wave rose from nowhere and nearly capsized his boat. Another crew claimed the ocean began to bubble as if it were boiling, forcing them to flee the area as quickly as possible. By the 1950s, the number of disappearances had become impossible to ignore. Japanese authorities began investigating the region more seriously after several cargo ships and fishing vessels vanished within a short period of time. One of the most famous incidents occurred in 1952 when the Japanese government decided to send a research ship to study the strange activity. The vessel was called Keio Maru No. 5, a scientific research ship equipped with experienced sailors and scientists who planned to investigate underwater volcanic activity that might explain the strange events. The crew believed they were dealing with natural geological phenomena, such as underwater eruptions or gas releases from the ocean floor. But what happened next would become one of the most chilling maritime mysteries ever recorded. The ship sailed directly into the Devil's Sea and began its research mission, sending reports back about unusual underwater volcanic activity. The ocean floor in this region is extremely unstable because it sits near several tectonic plate boundaries, meaning underwater volcanoes can erupt suddenly without warning. However, shortly after the expedition began, communication with the research vessel suddenly stopped. The ship never returned. Despite an extensive search operation, no wreckage was ever found, and all 31 crew members disappeared without a trace. The sudden loss of a government research vessel shocked Japan and intensified the mystery surrounding the Devil's Sea. Some researchers believed the ship had been destroyed by a massive underwater volcanic eruption, while others wondered whether something more mysterious had occurred. Reports from other ships in the area around that time described strange glowing objects moving across the sky at night. Pilots flying above the region also reported seeing unidentified lights moving at incredible speeds before vanishing into the clouds. These sightings fueled speculation that the Devil's Sea might be connected to unexplained aerial phenomena. Some theorists even suggested that the region might be some kind of portal or energy vortex capable of interfering with navigation systems. Compasses failing and electronic equipment malfunctioning were common reports among sailors passing through the area. In several cases, experienced captains described their navigation instruments suddenly going completely dead, forcing them to steer their ships using only the stars. Theories about the Devil's Sea continued to grow as more strange stories emerged. Some people believed ancient underwater ruins might exist beneath the waves, remnants of a lost civilization that could somehow be affecting the environment. Others suggested that powerful magnetic anomalies deep beneath the ocean floor might be responsible for disrupting navigation systems. But no matter how many explanations were proposed, one fact remained undeniable. Ships and aircraft continued to vanish in this region under mysterious circumstances. The similarities between the Devil's Sea and the Bermuda Triangle became impossible to ignore. Both locations were triangular regions in the ocean associated with unexplained disappearances, strange lights, and compass malfunctions. Some researchers wondered if both areas might be connected through unusual geological features beneath the Earth's crust. Could there be powerful energy fields hidden beneath these oceans? Or were these events simply the result of dangerous natural conditions combined with human error and coincidence? Even today, scientists continue to debate what truly lies behind the mystery of the Devil's Sea. While many experts believe underwater volcanic activity is the most likely explanation, others argue that the number of strange sightings and unexplained disappearances cannot be easily dismissed. Fishermen who still travel through the region often speak quietly about the place, warning younger sailors to respect the sea and never underestimate its power. Some claim they still see strange lights moving beneath the waves on calm nights, while others report hearing deep rumbling sounds echoing from the darkness below. Whatever the truth may be, the Devil's Sea remains one of the most unsettling and mysterious regions on our planet, a place where science, legend, and fear collide beneath the endless Pacific Ocean. For decades after the disappearance of the research ship Kao Maru No. 5, the legend of the Devil's Sea only grew darker and more mysterious. Scientists attempted to explain the strange events using geology and oceanography, yet the stories told by sailors and pilots continued to raise unsettling questions. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean on Earth, and much of its depths remain unexplored even today. Beneath the waters of the Devil's Sea lies a complex network of underwater volcanoes, tectonic fractures, and deep ocean trenches that make the region geologically unstable. Researchers discovered that the ocean floor in this area is constantly shifting, with magma rising from beneath the Earth's crust and forming new volcanic islands over time. In fact, several small islands have suddenly appeared and disappeared in this region due to volcanic eruptions. These eruptions can release enormous amounts of gas, including methane and carbon dioxide, which can rapidly rise to the surface and disturb the water above. Some scientists believe that sudden releases of methane gas could explain why ships sometimes lose buoyancy and sink quickly without leaving much debris behind. When methane bubbles rise through the ocean, they reduce the density of the water, meaning ships can suddenly lose the support they rely on to stay afloat. If a vessel passes directly through a massive gas release, it could theoretically sink within minutes. However, this explanation does not fully account for the strange lights and aerial sightings reported by pilots over the region. Several commercial and military pilots flying near the Devil's Sea have described seeing glowing spheres moving silently through the sky before disappearing into the ocean below. These sightings have led some researchers to speculate about the possibility of unidentified aerial phenomena connected to the region. During the Cold War, both American and Japanese radar stations occasionally detected unusual objects moving at high speeds over the Pacific near the Dragon's Triangle. These objects often appeared and disappeared suddenly, leaving radar operators confused about what they had seen. While most scientists dismissed the idea of extraterrestrial involvement, the reports remain part of the growing mystery surrounding the Devil's Sea. Another disturbing aspect of the region is the frequent failure of navigation instruments. Compasses in the area have been known to behave unpredictably, sometimes spinning wildly or pointing in completely incorrect directions. Magnetic anomalies beneath the ocean floor could be responsible for this effect. The Earth's magnetic field is not perfectly uniform, and certain geological formations containing iron-rich minerals can create localized magnetic distortions. If such formations exist beneath the Devil's Sea, they could interfere with navigation systems used by ships and aircraft. Over time, these anomalies could cause pilots or captains to become disoriented, potentially leading to accidents in rough weather conditions. Yet even with these scientific explanations, some stories remain deeply unsettling. Fishermen who have spent their lives near the region sometimes describe moments when the ocean becomes eerily silent, as if the entire sea is holding its breath. Birds suddenly disappear from the sky, and the water grows unnaturally still. Moments later, massive waves or violent storms appear without warning. These sudden changes in weather are common in parts of the Pacific where warm and cold ocean currents collide. But the speed at which conditions can change in the Devil's Sea continues to frighten even experienced sailors. There are also persistent rumors that the ocean floor in this region may contain ancient submerged structures. Some divers and researchers claim sonar scans have revealed unusual geometric formations that resemble artificial constructions. These claims remain controversial and unconfirmed, yet they have fueled theories that a lost civilization may once have existed in this part of the Pacific before being swallowed by the sea thousands of years ago. According to these theories, the ruins could be emitting strange electromagnetic signals that interfere with navigation equipment. Most archaeologists remain skeptical of these ideas, but the mystery continues to capture the imagination of researchers and storytellers around the world. In modern times, satellite technology and advanced navigation systems have reduced the number of unexplained disappearances in the region, yet the Devil's Sea still holds an uneasy reputation among sailors. Many shipping routes now avoid the most dangerous areas where underwater volcanic activity is strongest. Oceanographers continue to monitor the region carefully, studying seismic activity and underwater eruptions in hopes of better understanding the forces at work beneath the waves. Despite these scientific efforts, the ocean remains largely unexplored, and vast areas of the Pacific floor remain hidden in darkness miles below the surface. It is entirely possible that many secrets of the Devil's Sea still lie undiscovered in those depths. The truth may be far more complex than any single explanation can provide. Natural geological activity, unpredictable weather patterns, magnetic disturbances, and human error may all contribute to the strange history of this region. Yet the enduring stories told by fishermen and sailors suggest that something about this place continues to inspire both fear and fascination. Even today, when modern ships pass through the waters south of Japan on quiet nights, some crews claim they can still see faint glowing lights moving beneath the surface of the ocean, like silent shadows drifting through the darkness below. Whether these lights are the result of natural oceanic phenomena, reflections from deep-sea creatures, or something far stranger remains unknown. What is certain is that the Devil's Sea continues to remind humanity how little we truly understand about the vast oceans that cover our planet. Somewhere beneath those endless waves, in the deep waters of the Dragon's Triangle, the answers may still be waiting in silence.